There is a smell that stops a mosquito mid-flight, not repels her, not confuses her, stops her. Her chemical navigation system, the one that tracks your breath from 100 feet away, floods with false signals and shuts down completely. She cannot find carbon dioxide. She cannot track body heat. She cannot orient toward anything. She is flying blind. And her instinct when that happens is one thing only: leave. Now here is the part that should genuinely bother you. The plant that produces this compound has been sitting on garden center shelves across America for decades. You have walked past it. You have probably walked past it this year. It costs $3. And a peer-reviewed study out of Iowa State University found the active compound inside it to be 14 times more effective at repelling mosquitoes than DEET. 14 times. DEET, the active ingredient inside every bottle of Off, Cutter, and Repel on that same shelf for $12 a can. 14 times more effective. $3. Available at Walmart right now. The mosquito spray industry in the United States pulls in over $11 billion a year. And the compound that outperforms their entire product line has been sitting there in plain sight the whole time. I am going to show you exactly what it is and exactly how to use it. But I need you to stay with me for 2 minutes first, because if you do not understand how mosquitoes actually find you, you are going to use this thing wrong and wonder why it did not work. And I want it to actually work for you. So give me 2 minutes, then I will show you the plant, the exact product to buy, and the two-step system that costs under $15 total and runs circles around a $400 seasonal spray contract. And I'm going to answer the question in this title: why your neighbor's yard has fewer mosquitoes than yours, in a way that is going to make complete sense by the time we are done here. What mosquitoes are actually doing. Most people think mosquitoes are just flying around randomly until they land on you by accident. That is not what is happening. A female mosquito, the only one that bites, by the way, she needs your blood to develop her eggs, has one of the most sophisticated chemical detection systems in the insect world. She locks onto the carbon dioxide from your breath from up to 100 feet away. She detects the lactic acid coming off your skin. She senses your body heat. She is not wandering. She is navigating toward you, specifically, using a system that evolution has been refining for 100 million years. Here is what that means for every product you have ever bought. Citronella candles mask some odor in roughly a 3-foot radius around the flame. If you are sitting more than 3 feet from it, it is doing almost nothing. The mosquito is navigating through carbon dioxide from 100 feet away. A candle is not competing with that signal. Bug zappers kill moths and beetles. A University of Delaware study confirmed that mosquitoes make up less than 6% of everything a bug zapper kills. You are paying your electricity bill to electrocute the wrong insects all summer. Permethrin yard sprays coat your shrubs and kill the adults resting in them for about 5 days. Then rain degrades the residual. Then you spray again. Then it rains again. A professional spray contract charged you $300 to $400 to keep you on that cycle for an entire season. And by August, you are still getting eaten alive on your own back porch. None of those products touch the actual reason you have mosquitoes, and none of them explain why your neighbor's yard is different from yours. That explanation is coming. First, the compound. So, what is the $2 secret? The plant is catnip. Yes, the same catnip your cat destroys within 45 seconds of contact. The active compound inside it is called nipetolactone. And here is the science behind why it does what it does. Mosquitoes navigate entirely through chemical detection. Their antennae are covered in specialized receptor cells tuned to pick up specific molecules: carbon dioxide, lactic acid, compounds off your skin. Those receptors are the complete system she uses to find a host. Nipetolactone from catnip binds directly to those receptor cells and overstimulates them. Not blocks them, overstimulates them. The mosquito's entire chemical navigation system floods with signal and crashes. She cannot orient, she cannot track, she flies blind, and she leaves. Iowa State University tested this directly against DEET in controlled laboratory conditions, 14 times more effective at equivalent concentrations, published in the journal Science, made headlines for about a week. The pest industry kept selling you the same $12 spray can, and most people never heard another word about it. Now you have. Before I show you exactly how to use it, let me tell you that I've put all the pet control guides in one place, and it is available at pesttactics.net. Everything I know about mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, rodents, cockroaches, termites, every major pest category with the complete protocols. I wrote it the way I wish someone had handed me something like it when I was starting out. How to use catnip. The product you want is catnip essential oil, not the dried herb, not the cat toy stuffed with leaves. The essential oil, pure, with napetolactone as the active compound. You will find it in the essential oil section at Walmart or any natural health store for around $3. The brand matters less than the purity. Check the label. Method 1. Perimeter spray. Mix 20 drops of catnip essential oil into 2 cups of water and 1 teaspoon of liquid dish soap inside a clean spray bottle. The soap acts as an emulsifier that keeps the oil suspended evenly in the water. Without it, the oil floats on the surface and you get an uneven, ineffective application. Shake it thoroughly before every use. Spray along your fence line, around the perimeter of your deck or patio, along the base of your shrubs, around any entry point into your outdoor space. The napetolactone disperses through the air and creates a chemical boundary, a boundary made of the exact compound that crashes a mosquito's navigation system. A single outdoor application lasts roughly 2 to 3 hours before it needs refreshing. After rain, reapply. Keep the bottle with you when you are sitting outside and give the surrounding air a light mist every couple of hours. Simple. Cheap. Effective at a level that the science says should not even be possible for a $3 product. Method 2. Personal application. This one surprises most people. Catnip oil applied directly to skin works as a personal repellent that the research says outperforms DEET. But you never apply any essential oil undiluted directly to bare skin. You mix it first. 10 drops of catnip essential oil into 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. You can get a jar at any grocery store for around $6, and it lasts months. Mix it in a small container and apply it to your wrists, ankles, the back of your neck, and behind your ears. Those are the areas mosquitoes target first because the skin is thin there and blood vessels sit close to the surface. The smell to humans is mild, slightly herbal. Most people barely notice it after the first few minutes. To a mosquito, it is a chemical siren that makes every receptor she has worthless. She gets close enough to detect the signal, her navigation shuts down, and she does not close the distance. That is method 2. Now, here is where we come back to the question in the title, your neighbor's yard. So let me answer why your neighbor's yard is different, because repelling adult mosquitoes keeps them off you tonight. But the mosquitoes biting you tonight came from standing water somewhere within 200 feet of where you're sitting right now. A female mosquito can lay 300 eggs at a time in water no deeper than a bottle cap. In peak summer heat, that egg becomes a biting adult in as few as 5 days. You can spray catnip oil every night for the rest of the season, and if that water source stays active, you are fighting a population that is replacing itself continuously. The catnip gives you relief. It does not solve the production problem. Your neighbor solved the production problem, not through expensive equipment, not through a service contract, through an understanding of where mosquitoes actually come from and a habit of eliminating those sources that costs almost nothing and takes maybe 20 minutes a month. Here's exactly what that looks like in practice. Walk your property right now and look for every place where water collects and sits still for more than 48 hours. The plastic saucer under your potted plant that fills after rain. The bird bath you have not refreshed this week. The tarp over your firewood pile with a sag in the middle holding a cup of standing water. The gutters with a low section that holds a puddle after every storm. The pet water bowl sitting outside. the bottom of your recycling bin that never fully empties. Every single one of those is a mosquito production facility running a continuous cycle. Dump everything you can dump. And when you dump it, scrub the interior walls. Certain mosquito species lay eggs above the waterline where they can survive dry for months. Simply dumping the water is not enough. Scrub the container walls every time. For water you cannot drain, a decorative pond, a rain barrel, a low yard area that floods seasonally. You use mosquito dunks. Look for the Summit brand at Home Depot or Lowe's. Small donut-shaped tablets. Toss one into the standing water and it releases Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, a naturally occurring soil bacterium whose spores are specifically toxic to mosquito larvae and nothing else. Fish are fine. Birds are fine. Dogs are fine. Bees are fine. One dunk treats 100 square feet of water surface for 30 days. A pack of 6 costs about $9. Catnip spray plus standing water elimination is the complete 2-layer system. The first layer keeps adult mosquitoes off you through chemical disruption. The second layer stops the production line from generating new adults. Together, they cost under $15 and do what a $400 spray contract cannot, because the spray contract only ever addresses the adults. It never touches the source. That is what your neighbor figured out. Not a secret product, not an expensive service, source control, and a $3 bottle of catnip oil. That is the entire gap between their yard and yours. Now you have the same system. Use it this weekend. The full written protocol with every product, detail, ratio, and timing is in the field guide at pesttactics.net. Link in the description. Drop in the comments what mosquito solution you have tried before that never worked. I read every one, and it directly shapes what I cover next. Subscribe so you catch the next video. I will see you there.